Hello there. We have a new lesson. Today's lesson is how do I get there? So in today's lesson, you'll learn how to ask about directions and how to give directions. If you want to go to a place, you need to know which road or which route or which way to go or to take. So it says here, what do you do if you get lost? Think of 3 or 4 ways of finding your way. So if you are in a new place, you don't know the place very well, you might get lost. So you have to think of ways of asking people around how to get to that place or how to get to your destination or the place you want to go to. All right, so we have the text. It says, we have 2 people. Excuse me, do you know where the Vienna Cafe is? No, I'm sorry. I don't speak English well. Okay, thanks anyway. Excuse me, which way is the Vienna Cafe? Go straight for about 3 blocks. When you get to the subway station, turn left. It's next to the megastore. Okay, go up this street and turn left at the subway station. It's beside the megastore. That's it. Thanks, no problem. It's very easy and simple to ask about directions. So as you can see here, we have the question, which way is the Vienna Cafe? Which way? So you can say which way is, and then you add the place you want to go to, like you name it. Where's, which way is the, and then you say the name of the place. And then it says go straight forward. That means go forward, go straight, go in one line forward, straight forward. So for about 3 blocks, 3 blocks. Blocks is an area in a city, especially with multiple buildings, like with more than one building, usually a block. I'll show you a picture here so you'll understand. Okay, so these, for example, here we have streets. Like this is a street, as you can see, street B, C, and we have the avenue, and we have blocks. Blocks. These are blocks, like a compound with multiple buildings inside. And then it says when you get to the subway station, when you get to, that means when you arrive to, when you reach, when you are there. When you get to the subway station, that means when you reach it or when you arrive to the subway station, turn left, turn left. And then it says it's next to the mega store. It's next to. Now, look what Vanessa said, go up, go up. And what happened here, she rephrased, that means she used other words to say the same thing. So go straight means go up. They would usually say go up this road, go up this street. So to go up, it means just to go straight. Go up this street and turn left. At the subway station, it's beside. Beside, it's the same like next to. It's next to, it's beside the. So this is called rephrasing. That means using different words to say the same thing. And then the woman says, that's it. That's it. That's all. You can say that's all. That's it. Right, let's just go further. All right. Describing locations. Describing locations. Locations are the places that either you want to go to or come from, or yeah. So it says, excuse me, do you know where the post office is? This is very easy. This is a very common question. You can use, do you know where? Do you know where? Excuse me, do you know where the post office is? Do you know where the restaurant is? Do you know where the bus station is? Do you know where the train station is? Do you know where? And then you name the place. Could you tell me where the post office is? This is another way. This is a more formal, more polite. Could you tell me where the post office is? Excuse me, could you tell me? Could you tell me? You can say, can you tell me? Could you tell me? Do you know where? So this is more formal. Could you tell me where the post office is? Sure, it's on the Elm Street. It's on, and then you name, for example, the street. Sure, it's on the Elm Street, and so on. Across from the hardware store. Across. That means on the other side of the road. It's on the other side of the street, and so on. Across. And then it says between 11th and 12th Avenue. And I showed you what an avenue is, what a street is, and also what a block is. As you can see here in this map, so it says across from the hardware store, the hardware store. This is the hardware store, this one, as you can see it. Across, that means it's on the other side. Between, that means between two things. It's in the middle of, between, in the middle between this and that, in the middle. All right, and then it says giving directions. Excuse me, which way is the camera store? Which way? This is another way of giving directions. This is another way. Which way is the camera store? Which way is the pharmacy? Which one is, and then you name the place. How do I get to? How do I get to? So you say, how do I get to the park from here? How do I get to the park from here? That means, how do I arrive? How do I go to the park from this place, like from my location, my current location? How do I get to? Sometimes or often you might want to ask how to get to a place from another location, like not from where you are, but maybe you are staying, let's say, you are on vacation somewhere and you stay at a hotel and you go out in the street and then you ask someone like, how do I get to the park from this hotel? And you show him or her the map, you show them the map of your hotel, for example. So you want to know the directions. How do I get to the park from here? It says it's up, down this street on the right. Up, down. As you can see here, the first picture on the left, it says up, down this street on the left. And instead of saying go straight, go straight, you can say go up the street, go down the street. Okay, so go up, go down the street. That means just go forward, go straight on. Do not go left, do not go right, just go straight. And then it says on the left, so it's here. It says at the end of, at the end of, at the end of the next block. So this is a block and this is the other block. So it's at the end of. That means at the finishing of, at the end. And then it says around the corner on the right, around the corner on the right. This is called a corner. That means when you turn, when you take a turn, that's called a corner. So on the right, around the corner on the right. In the middle of the block, it's in the middle of the block. You can say between the two blocks. So this is the first block, and here we have another block. So you can say between, or you can say in the middle of, or you can say just past the second block, for example, or then you name the place. That means after. Past means after. Just past, that means just after, immediately after, next to, beside. Okay, so it says here it's up, down the street on the right, just past the bank. Just past the bank, that means just after the bank. Go up 2 blocks and turn right. Go up 2 blocks and turn right. Go up, as we said, go up means go straight. This street and take the second left. Take the second left. That means turn left on the second street or after the second block just turn left. All right, let's check if we have more. All right, that's about it for today's lesson. So we know how to ask for directions. It's very easy. All right, so we said for the first one, describing locations, you can ask these questions like, excuse me, do you know where? And then you ask about the place. Do you know where the post office is? Could you tell me where the post office is? So these are the questions you can use. This is how you give directions. You can say up and down. Okay, yeah, that's it. Just review these pictures here. These are very helpful. All right, I hope you find this lesson useful, and I'll see you next time.